At 9:17 p.m., the bell above the door of a small neighborhood grocery store rang the way it always did, soft, harmless, forgettable. The fluorescent lights hummed. A refrigerator motor clicked on. Somewhere near the back aisle, a jar of pickles tipped and rolled in slow circles before settling against a shelf. And Marcus Reed felt it. That shift in the air. 3 men had walked in separately over the last 2 minutes. They didn't speak to each other. They didn't grab baskets. They just positioned themselves. One near the entrance. One by the drinks cooler. One drifting toward the back hallway that led to the stockroom exit. Then one of them smiled. Not wide, not dramatic. Just enough to make Marcus' stomach tighten. Another reached behind him and quietly turned the deadbolt on the front door. Marcus wasn't thinking about the cash register. He wasn't thinking about the security cameras mounted in the corners. He was thinking about his mother at home, sitting in her recliner with the oxygen machine humming beside her, waiting for him to bring her medication before closing time. The bell rang again. For strangers walked in. Silence changed shape. What happened in the next 5 minutes would change not just Marcus' life, but everyone in that store. Before we dive deeper, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're new here, click on the subscribe button so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. But what those men didn't realize was that they weren't the only ones observing. Marcus had worked at Holbrook Market for 6 years. It sat on the corner of Pine and 8th, between a laundromat and a closed-down video rental store whose faded sign still read, "Be kind. Rewind." It was the kind of place where the cashier knew your dog's name and the elderly came in just to talk. Marcus wasn't supposed to be closing alone that night, but his coworker Jenna had called in sick, her son running a fever. So it was just him, the hum of refrigerators, and the soft smell of overripe bananas near the produce bin. He noticed the first man because he didn't blink much. The second because he kept adjusting his jacket as if checking for something underneath. The third because he walked too slowly, studying exits instead of price tags. Marcus had grown up in this neighborhood. He knew when something felt wrong. His hands rested lightly on the counter, heart knocking against his ribs. "Evening," he said, forcing normalcy into his voice. The man near the entrance didn't respond. He just watched. Then the bell rang again. 4 people entered almost together. A middle-aged woman clutching a reusable shopping bag, a tall college-aged guy with headphones around his neck, an older delivery driver in a reflective vest, and a teenage girl in a fast food uniform still smelling faintly of fryer oil.